back live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope you're all doing well. Happy spring. We have a music show today in our Newburyport studios. Always very excited about that. Our guest today, Triton High School's own Eloise Kirkpatrick.
I liked a cold hand on a summer night, 'cause I fell asleep to a sunrise when I watched you, and I fell hard 'cause I wanted more than these everyday hearts. How you've shown me a strong breeze that's taken me places I thought were just dreams, and my greatest days are with you. How you broke down walls that my mind could never undo. But I think we both know that what's meant to come true will come true. So I'll cherish each moment, each day that I spend with you. And your pretty eyes always compromise with my pain inside. And your beating chest, different from the rest, and all the ways words can't describe. And I've dreamed a life with you, but I'm scared 'cause we're young and we change. If this isn't forever, for right now, can you please just stay? We could have a lifetime ahead, but we don't know. It could be just days. So gaze at me slowly, taking this moment, right time, right place. But I think we both know that what's meant to come true will come true. So I'll cherish each moment, each day that I spend with you. And your pretty eyes always compromise with my pain inside. And your beating chest, different from the rest, and all the ways words can't describe. And little by little I'm falling for all of you. And little by little I'm growing up, fearing losing you. And I've dreamed a life with you, but I'm scared 'cause we're young and we change.
Eloise Kirkpatrick, live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Nicely done. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for
First
having
time
me.
on.
Yeah.
Always exciting. You're excited?
Yes, very excited, very excited.
So I had no idea. So I asked about you because I knew you were playing the Plum Island Grill, which I was talking to you off the air.
Yes.
I have a lot of friends who play there, and I go, and I always have an excellent time seeing them. And I saw you there, and I was told, oh, she's very good. You should have her on. And I never get bad advice there.
Yeah.
So I took it, and here you are. I had no idea you were in high school.
Yeah, no, junior in high school, yeah.
A junior?
Yeah.
Man, how do you get so good so fast?
Well, Well, I started just like when I was really little. I like loved listening to musicals and just messing around on the piano. And I did take piano lessons in like first grade, and then I hated it because like the music theory was just so hard to get around for me.
Yep.
And then in 5th grade, I asked my mom and dad if I could start doing guitar, so I did, and I loved it. And I started playing. I played at the Newburyport Brewery twice when I was 13, just like a couple songs here and there. And then COVID happened, and I just kind of set down the guitar for a while. And then I picked it up.
Wait a second, 13, and then COVID happened. That just gives you an idea how old you are.
Yes,
you're very
17,
young.
17, yes.
All right.
So I like stopped playing guitar for a little bit and piano, and then I picked it up in the fall of like 2021, and my boyfriend and I actually started playing together. We played at the Point, and then we just started practicing last summer. And then...
Were these like your first ever paid gigs?
Yes, my first paid
gig. So you jumped right into it.
Yes, was the Point.
Yeah.
So last year, I was 16.
Okay.
And and then lately I've been working on my own music lately, and just practicing every day.
How about that? Well, very cool. Yeah, I promise I won't harp on your age the whole time, but I didn't even know they let people that young play in there. I thought
no. Well, so I work at the Point. And,
oh, you do? Okay.
Yes, and they heard that I've like played, so they were like, we'll have you if you want to.
Wow.
And then,
and I guess fun. Like breweries are family affairs, so it makes sense that they would let you. But you have to be, I think you're the youngest person I've ever seen play the Plum Island Grill.
I didn't even know they did live music until I think December was the first time, and it's great. I love it out there.
Can be a happening live music spot. Well, very cool. What's what's it like? Because I remember people tend to remember like their first like paid gig because it's like all eyes are on you and you have this responsibility. Like you'll probably never forget that. What is that like? A little added pressure? Or?
So I was asked to play it alone, and then my boyfriend plays guitar and he sings as well, and I was like, can you do this with me?
Because I was like, little added support.
Yes, and that was really fun. But I was nervous. Yeah, definitely nervous. And
is he in high school with you too?
Yes, he's a sophomore at Triton.
So you guys are on this little music journey together right now.
Yeah, and then it's nerve-wracking, and it was kind of rough. Like there wasn't much talking. I was very nervous to talk. I was nervous to like engage with the audience and stuff. But you got through it. You learn, I did. Got through
once you start doing it, I guess you can only get better from there, right?
Right.
So you're writing like I'm just trying to put myself in. There's a lot going on in high school, and you're finding time to write your own songs and stuff. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I mean, balancing it all. Like I have like to-do lists on my computer of like I get my schoolwork done at school.
Oh, that's good. I need one of those. Organized life a little bit.
Yeah, it's tough. And then I just come home, practice, play, write, and then. Find time for my friends and all that. Yeah.
Well, you must be very popular with your friends. It must be great to have somebody around who plays guitar. No?
Yeah, they're really supportive. They're really nice, yeah.
You're like, sometimes. Well, that's very cool. How's life at Triton? Good?
It's good. I really like it over there, yeah.
We have a lot of the Newburyport athletes in here. It seems to be a very healthy rivalry between Newburyport and Triton.
Yeah, pretty healthy.
Sometimes healthy?
Yeah, sometimes a little,
Yeah. What is the... What's the biggest difference between Newburyport and Triton? Is that a fair question?
So my sister actually goes to Newburyport.
Oh, wow.
Which I know it's interesting. She's 14, so she switched there this year. Okay. And I think it's just a stereotype is honestly the biggest difference.
So you're saying there's no difference? It's just...
Well, there is differences, but we're all kids. Yeah. But there's a stereotype of Triton's crazy and Newburyport's like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's stereotypes.
Newburyport normal, Triton crazy? Really?
To a degree, sometimes, or people at the hockey games and football games, they scream back, we'll scream daddy's money at them, and they say things like mommy's welfare. It doesn't go very well.
That's extreme honesty. I love it. Yeah. Very good. I was not aware of that.
Oh, so yeah, it goes on.
It's funny because sometimes I'll be I've called they have me do it for this station sometimes, the basketball or a hockey game, and you'll hear certain things and I'll be like, what'd they just say?
Yeah, it's you're watching and you're like, oh, okay, that's going on.
And you think you might have heard something, I couldn't be right, but I think maybe I have heard that chant maybe once or twice before. But so mostly a healthy rivalry, Newburyport and Triton. We'll go with that.
Yes.
Good people at both. What's your plans with the music career? Is it you look at summertime and you're like, man, I hope I can play out a lot?
Yeah, so I just launched a website last night.
Wow.
Because I'm releasing my own music.
I didn't even know teenagers launched websites anymore. I figured it was just Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of necessary to get it's kind of like a resume of like, I want to play here. This is what I have to offer and all that stuff.
Yep. Put it all in one bundled location.
Exactly. Instead of just sending them like an email and being like, the video, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a little easier, but
that makes sense to me.
Yeah, so that song I just played, I'm working on releasing that at the end of April.
And how are you, it seems to be the world where that's what you do. It's not so much like albums anymore. It's like releasing singles at a time.
Yeah.
Especially when you're starting out.
Right. So I have a plan to release like a few singles over the next few months, and then I want to release a full album at the end of the summer. It's like a goal right now.
What was that one called?
Pretty Eyes.
Pretty Eyes? Okay.
Yes.
And when did you write that one?
I wrote that one in like November.
Oh, okay, so it's a fairly new song.
Pretty new.
What's who are the influences?
Well, it's about my boyfriend and like just like being in like a relationship at a young age, but it kind of applies to like any relationship and growing up. Yep. And like accepting things will change.
I actually got that about this song, but I was going to let you finish the answer anyway because I was curious. But I mean, like, who are your? It's an interesting answer. I let you go with it.
Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Number one. I mean, I love her.
I'm not stereotyping you at all, but it's like it's funny. Like almost, it's amazing how big she is.
Oh, she's
like
huge.
Everybody, it's amazing the love appeal that people have for her.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, great for her. I love her too. I think she's great. But yeah, it's funny how, I don't know, I haven't heard like much, I mean, I guess there's a little bit of it out there, but there's very few people that are just like, can't stand Taylor Swift.
No, I know. Yeah.
That's that great appeal in that way. But have you ever seen her before?
No, but I am seeing her with my friend in May. I'm very excited
Foxborough,
about that.
right? Is it May? Yeah.
Yeah, May.
Is it that soon? It's in May?
May 20th, I think.
Those 3 nights in May?
Yeah.
It's going to be madness.
It's going to be crazy. Getting the tickets was crazy too. Because the Ticketmaster, that whole situation.
I know. Yeah. I had that. I'm a big Springsteen guy, and he had a thing in Boston. They had similar situations with not quite Taylor Swift, but well, kind of, just a smaller venue, so the tickets were crazy. Not impressed with the Ticketmaster, but we won't get into that. So Taylor Swift. Who else?
The Lumineers. I love the Lumineers.
You know, I met the Lumineers.
At the Lumineers.
I know. How cool is that?
Yeah. Very cool.
So I saw them right before they blew up with like Ho Hey, which was I don't know, 8 years ago or something. They haven't been around like that long.
No, they're pretty new.
I'm not that old. Like 8 years ago, I remember they were playing a show in Manchester, New Hampshire, whatever that venue is up there, the arena, and they were like opening for Dave Matthews right as like that album came out. So they had kind of exploded, and like the place, it was one of those opening acts where like the place was kind of full before even the Dave Matthews Band came out. They were there for the Lumineers too, and they were going to do a sign thing, which they were definitely too big to go out and just sign albums because the line ended up being a mile long. But they did it right behind our section, and so I went right out. I was actually just running out to grab a drink, and like right after their set, and next thing I know, they come walking right by. I'm like, oh, hey guys, and there was nobody else there, so I talked with them for 2 or 3 minutes.
How was it?
They were great.
Yeah. I mean, their music's great, so imagine they were too.
They were really cool and down to earth.
Yeah.
And it was actually when the woman, the fiddle player's not in the band anymore, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, she was I actually probably talked with her the most. She was very sweet, but I think she went off and did her solo stuff. But they were all really cool though, yeah. I'll always be a fan because it's always nice when they're good to you.
I'm going to see them as well.
You are? When's that?
The Boston Calling.
Oh, right. I forgot they're doing that.
Yeah,
cool.
So that'll be fun.
What day, is that the middle day or?
Clue. Yeah. I signed up for all 3 because
you did
the
get the whole pass.
Also playing, and I love the National.
Okay.
So I had to see both.
Is Alanis there? Alanis Morissette?
Yes.
Have you ever listened to Alanis?
Yes,
You're a little young for Alanis.
No, I have listened to her with my dad because
that album stands the test of time.
It does. I do like her music a lot.
Yes, you have no idea how big that album was. So when I was your age, probably right about your age, that album was everywhere, and like it was uncommon to have like. I don't know how many songs were off Jagged Little Pill, like 8 or I don't think it was 10, maybe it was, but however many was on there, like 5 of them got like serious radio play, which was very unusual back then. But
it's a good album.
Oh,
very good album.
Oh, great album. I went through a phase where I was listening to that when I was running. And it's not like an upbeat running album.
I mean, no,
I don't know why.
No, it's not really.
It really is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it got me going for some reason.
Yeah.
Whatever. Try to get into the psyche of Drew there. People can figure me out. Again, Eloise Fitzpatrick joining us. So are you one of those...
Kirkpatrick.
That's Kirkpatrick. Okay. Did I do that earlier too?
No, I don't think so.
That would have been bad. I did that right off the intro.
No, it's okay.
It rolls right off the tongue.
I know, it does.
Kirkpatrick. I'm very sorry. Thank you for correcting me. I went to a show and I did the wrong name and they let me go like the whole time.
Oh, God.
And I wasn't going to change. I was doing it the whole time. You got to stop me. Eloise Kirkpatrick, thank
Yes.
you. Are you one of those that's writing all the time?
Writing my music.
Song, yeah. Writing a song?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like, I'll be going to bed and I'm, like, humming a tune, and I literally just take out my voice memos and I'm like,
Everybody does the voice memo thing, right?
Well, it works. It's easy. It gets it down fast.
And you get, like, panicky because you don't want to forget it, right?
Exactly, because if once I forget something, the chances of it coming back are, like slim to nothing.
Is that mostly lyrics, or is that music too?
Lyrics and the melody, because sometimes the lyrics, like, I can't get them exact, but I can get the idea the same.
Yeah.
So, like, when I wrote this song, I did my notes app on my
The last
phone.
one or the one that's coming?
This one that I just played.
Oh, the one you
yes.
just played, okay.
Yes, that I just played. Like, I did my notes app. But I also have handwritten some lyrics as well, if I'm, like, really desperate. Or,
There you go. When you become a star, you can sell those on, like, eBay if you want.
Right, yeah.
If eBay still exists.
Right.
I think it's still popular out there, right?
Yeah.
What comes first, lyrics or music?
Everyone asks that. I'm like...
No, stereotypical question.
I think it... Honestly, with this one, it was the music first. But sometimes I'll be thinking of, like, a certain, like, a line, and I'm like, this is, like, a good line.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to work this into something. But for this one, it's usually music.
So, no, yeah, it's usually both is usually the answer.
Right.
Sometimes you'll be playing around, too, with a guitar. Oh,
and
that
it
sounds
just, like,
cool.
fits. Something's just, like, goes
Gonna
together.
do something with that.
Yeah.
Very nice. What do you want to play next?
This next one is called Fire Driven.
Is this more talking than the point that night?
Yes, this is. But I've gotten better since
You're
then.
good now.
I've learned a lot.
You're very comfortable on the...
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
So this one is my favorite song I've ever written.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
It's actually on piano, but...
Written on piano?
Yes. So,
okay.
and I'm recording this one on piano.
Did you write it on piano? The piano you hate?
Yes. No, so I actually do like playing piano now.
Oh, okay.
It was the
You fell in
music
love with
theory when I was 7 years old that I was like, I can't do this.
Okay. But you got through it, and now you can write songs on the
Yes. Now it's playing off. So, yeah.
There you go. Eloise Kirkpatrick on Joppa Afternoon Drive, live at Drew's house.
When your smile started rusting and your eyes saw nothing, you fell down, you fell hard, you gave up on the beautiful parts of you. Under pills you're taking, stripped your life like a rating of your soul, rating of your whole, rating of the person you thought you once were. Please come home, please come back. You're running in circles, you're dying to crack. Knock on the door of am I okay? The harder you fall down, the less of you stays. 'Cause you're fire driven and your mind's been slipping. You used to laugh, you used to cry, you used to feel all the ways of this life. Please come home, please come back. You're running in circles, you're dying to crack. Knock on the door of am I okay? The harder you fall down, the less of you stays. Oh,
Eloise Kirkpatrick. Nicely done. Live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive. What a voice on you. Your favorite song?
Yes, my favorite song.
When was that one written?
That was written like January.
Oh, okay.
Pretty recent.
So these are pretty new for you.
Yeah, these are pretty
Well, you're 17. Everything's fairly
Yeah,
new.
it's all going to be within the last couple of years.
I didn't write when I was 7, Drew.
No.
Yes. Very nice. When did you know that you had that voice? Because everybody sings. Everybody sings growing up, and
Right.
but did it hit you at some point? You were like, you know what? Damn, I'm kind of good.
I think, so when I was 11,
Yeah.
I did a school talent show for the first time ever, like playing out, and I did write a song when I was 11.
Oh my God. Okay, I wasn't that far up at 7.
Yeah, it was pretty dark. It was like a very sad song. I don't know why, but
Dark and depressing at 11. Excellent.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was. You know, it happens. But so after that song, like everyone in the audience like really loved it, and they were coming up to me and my parents, and I was like, okay, like I had no idea because. You know.
Apparently that was good, you said.
Yeah, I was like, thank you.
And your mother's actually here today. This is actually coming, I think we've had a lot more family in the house lately. I should encourage that. We kind of like having people in the building. So if you ever come on the show, feel free to bring whoever. Sarah usually sets you up so you can watch it, and we should really have like stadium seating at some point. Maybe we can do that. You can have a little bit more of a crowd. No, that's not the point of it. The point of it is intimacy, but they can watch somewhere else. But you can say hello to Mom. Your mom is
Angela.
Patrick. Very good.
Yes.
And so Angela's in the house today. That's good. Were they? Did you have musical parents, or did they just encourage you?
Not at all. My mom is like tone deaf, but it's really bad. But
She's gonna run out of there now, and
no, she knows. She gets it a lot. But my aunt is actually an opera singer, so she's helped me out. She's actually helped me out a little bit right now, of like just like even piano lessons right now, and like opening my voice up, because there's so many things that you don't know. But
you have a big voice. Is it is part of that? Like, how do you keep it in control? Because I'm sure if I had that talent, I'd want to like go for the big note every time. You know.
So honestly, up until like September, I was very like like very like head voice and like light. I was scared to like sing loudly.
Really?
So I just practiced a lot on like controlling and like singing from like your diaphragm, and like because it's a whole different.
That sounds like some opera teaching in there.
She's helped me out a little bit, which is great.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your aunt's name?
Like Aunt Maria, Maria Ferranto.
Okay.
Yes.
So you give Maria some credit for that
yes.
too. Very cool. When you start going out and you're winning over new fans, I'm sure, and all that stuff. Like, what's that? Does that just spur you on even more? You just want to keep playing and playing? Or?
Yeah. Well, it just makes me happy. Like, especially with my original music.
That was sweet.
Like the Plum Island Grill. Like everyone out there, they're like great. They're always like, this song is like so sweet. Or like last time I had a woman come up to me and she was like, "You brought me so much joy tonight," and it just like that's what makes me happy doing it.
I told you they're good people over there.
They are.
That's a mix of people. Usually that's a mix of like covers, but they let you do some originals, right?
Yes. Like, yeah. I do a good mix of that.
Yeah. It's always fun when people yell for an original, right?
Yes. Yes. Like an encore. It's like. Yeah.
What has been your favorite venue to play so far? Is it like the first one at the Point, or is because you were familiar with it, or?
Well, so my boyfriend and I actually played Plum Fest last year.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool, like being outside, and like it was like everyone was like circled around us. That was kind of cool. But last time that I played at the Plum Island Grill was pretty fun. Yeah. Because there's like a good amount of people there.
Yeah. They pack it in for music now.
They do.
Not a big place, so it's kind of cool.
No, but when it's full, it's cool.
Does the family go to that? Do you get a lot of family support for that show? Or are you on your own?
So, they went to the first ones, but I was like, I kind of want to do this myself. For a couple of them, I was like, I can't. So I've like driven myself out there a couple times just because like, it's different when you're alone. But I love when they come too. Yeah. It's always nice.
Well, that is nice.
Yeah.
Honestly, everybody I know, whether they're 17 or 50 that plays there, that's Plum Island is one of those places you always have like friends and family there.
I always have like, I always know at least one person in the audience, like a friend that I've known before, which is great. And my friends go out there too.
They do.
Yeah.
It's funny. I always picture that. I guess it's a restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny when you're not like if I was 20, I probably would have thought about it differently. But when you're like over 21, you always just think of that place. I always picture it as like a bar, but like no, it's like a whole other restaurant in there and everything. Yeah. So yeah, your friends can go and everything. That's great.
Yeah.
Cool spot. Again, Eloise Kirkpatrick joining us. So what is school like? You were kind of a pandemic high schooler a little bit.
Yes.
What was it, 8th grade when it started?
8th grade was just
horrendous.
Not really.
Yeah. We're wiping 8th grade up.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you jumped right into high school though, and still in the pandemic. But were you guys kind of back to normal by the time you've gone?
We've been back to normal, honestly, this year. actually last spring, because we had
spring, yeah.
masks up until like February last year. And
Mask
this
life
year,
was fun, wasn't it, in school?
Yes, it was great. It was awesome. But yeah.
So tough. I think of that first batch of like seniors that went through and lost all that stuff. Like it was just torture. I remember talking to a lot of them like via Zoom, and we did the show via Zoom for a while, which was, okay at the time, but it was lame in general, and like those kids were just heartbroken. No proms, none of the formal stuff. Graduation. I forget what they did for graduation. I don't think they walked.
I don't even remember, because
Yeah.
It wasn't good,
Those
though.
were tough days,
It wasn't
but
fun.
I don't know. It must be nice to be. It is back to normal now. I mean, I know we're still technically in a pandemic, but it is back to normal.
Yeah.
So it's good. That lets you play more. Do you like the outside playing? When you played the brewery, was it outside?
Inside.
It was inside. Have you ever played outside at the anywhere?
Brewery? No. Oh yes, I played. Yeah, well, Plum Fest was outside, and then
Plum Fest is outside. Yeah.
Yankee Homecoming on the little stage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like
That's
Market Square.
Oh wait a minute, I was there for that.
You were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I was late or early. I don't think I definitely didn't recognize. I don't think I've ever seen you before.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I definitely don't recognize you. But okay.
Yeah, that's fun. I don't know, because it feels more intimate when it's inside, because there's like walls, so it's like tucked in, but outside you get so much more traffic.
Where was your Plum Fest set up exactly?
Mad Martha's.
Mad Martha's,
like,
okay.
Right there.
For people who don't know, Plum Fest is like you bounce around the island, and I don't know, there's like a million different concert spots.
Yeah.
And you can bounce around and kind of make your own little concert calendar for the day. It's a very cool atmosphere. I was away for that last year. I usually go to it.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was out of town at the time, and I was like, no, it's Plum Fest Day. It is one of my favorite days of the year.
It's very
September?
fun, yeah.
October?
Yeah, September.
It's a fall thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna do it again?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Probably.
Usually once you're in, they want you back.
Yeah, they have asked for me back.
So you do the duo thing or solo or duo most of the time. Have you had any band experience, or do you have visions of ever being in a band? Do you have any desire to be in a band?
I'd love to someday. Right now, I'm kind of just focusing on like acoustic and writing my music. But
Singer-songwriter phase here?
Yeah. But yeah, someday would be great. My sister's actually like learning drums right now, and so we've started like messing around and just like having fun with that.
Oh yeah. How are you two siblings?
No, just my younger sister. She's 14.
Two of you total.
Two total.
Gotcha.
Yes,
okay. It's just the two of you now. You're making a lot of noise in the house. Okay.
Yes.
Your parents ever have to tell you, keep it down, kids? Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do. Or sometimes, like, I'll be in my room playing guitar, and they're like, no, it's bedtime. I'm like, oh, okay.
They love you, but they get sick of you just like everybody else.
Yeah.
That's great. Did I cut you? Did you get through all the? Because I went on tangents every time you did a story about influences. Who else are you into like these days? Did you get to everybody who you wanted to?
Yeah, well, I grew up like my dad listens to James. Do you know that
James?
band?
To who?
James.
James.
The band James.
The band James?
They're
No.
not.
I thought you were going to say James Taylor, because that would have been more.
Well, you know the song "Laid" by James?
I don't think I do.
Maybe it's pretty good.
Okay.
Do it, but
take care of this
yeah,
afterwards.
they're not like a huge band, but
okay.
I love them.
Really?
Like listening to music, I love all their music.
I like that. Didn't see that one coming.
And then
So that was a dad influence.
That was a dad, like just growing up, big dad influence. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I don't even know how to say his last name properly, like Noah Khan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like him too.
Yeah, I really like his music.
My younger couldn't probably make sense. My younger cousins got me into him.
Yeah, because he's very new.
Yes, although like kind of big already. You can tell he's gonna explode. I think he's playing like one of the big venues in Boston. Like
he's like
Pavilion or something.
Big.
Somewhere big.
Yeah,
so he's made
there.
it.
Yes,
the man has made it.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. When you said James, I thought for sure you were gonna say James Taylor, because he's kind of like just the singer-songwriter vibe. And, But you don't. But no James Taylor.
No James Taylor.
Do you have anything against James Taylor? We should clarify.
No. Nothing against him. Nothing against him. I just not,
I'm just messing with you. Again, Eloise Kirkpatrick joining us, playing some original songs here today, and we're talking. By the way, I should say thank you to the Sarahs: Sarah Hayden, Sarah Blackstone, the boss. I think Sarah Hayden's still in the house. I saw her walking around here. They were actually very busy when I came in. I had to make a phone call outside, and I came back in, and they were running around like crazy. So as always, the Sarahs are doing all the hard work as I have the fun part in here and just talk to people and listen to music. Thank you to you both. Favorite part about playing music in general? Is it the people that you get to meet? Is it just the joy that it brings you? Is it seeing other people be joyful? What is it?
It's like literally it's like a mix of all that, like equally, because playing for myself, like it just makes me so happy, singing and playing and like all the instruments, everything. But when you see people enjoying it as well, like it
Yeah.
means everything. Like,
So what do you do in the? Because I mean, I especially for people starting out, I always
Yeah.
hear this is like the hardest thing, and it's obvious it's the hardest thing because it's like you like pour your heart and soul into these rooms. You play a place like Plum Island where it's awesome, everybody's into you. Like
Yeah.
there are places where just the crowd is dead some night, not any fault of
Oh,
your
yeah,
own.
yeah.
What do you do? Like, can you like dig deep and find it? Like, all right, so tonight I'm playing for me. Like, how do you look at those?
exactly. I like because sometimes like no one's listening, and like I played like a couple like smaller like parties that are just like, you know, like people are there to mingle and talk and eat and stuff like that.
Like they hire you for a part. Oh,
Right,
oh, but
they're-
you're like background music.
Yeah,
kinda.
exactly.
Okay.
And they're great. I love them. But when you're not like the center of attention, I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
this is for me. This is practice. This is good practice to get into my element and just like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, fine tune these.
What do you do in those environments? Because like if you kind of realize, oh, okay, they kind of wanted me to just play the background thing. Do you
Yeah.
do you kind of like scale it down, or do you like, you know what, I'm gonna go for this here?
So there was one I was doing, and I was like, I started off pretty slow. I was like changed a lot of songs. They were
Yeah.
all like finger picking, and then at the end I was like, okay, whatever. And I like belted out like "Zombie" by the Cranberries and
Oh,
"Creep"
great
by
song.
Radiohead because I was
Nice.
just like, whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Did it
Like,
work?
The last two songs, yeah, it did work actually. A lot of people were looking over and they were like cheering.
Oh, very nice.
But
Okay.
but yeah, just not the setting
That's
sometimes.
a good choice. Zombies came on when I was out the other night, and I mean it plays a lot,
Yeah.
but it's a great song. I love that song.
Love that song, yeah.
Cranberries. That is cool. So you're playing around here a lot. Do you?
Yes.
Is it mostly like local gigs right now because you have high school responsibilities?
Yeah, pretty local.
Yeah.
Except, well, I guess it's pretty local. But next Thursday, I'm playing in Andover at like the
Oh.
La Fina Steakhouse for like this event they're doing. So it's still local, but
Yeah.
a little farther.
It's cool because once you do start getting out to different places, I'm just laughing. One of our musicians, that face right there. That I know you actually the camera can't see. So there's
Oh,
a bad job of music
yeah.
on there. No, it's just out of. Oh yeah, no, it's just out of the screen. As I look at our camera shot, but there's a
Yeah.
Jacob McCurdy who's a big friend of the show. We put his sticker on there, and we were gonna put a whole thing of stickers on there, and then we realized his is not actually a sticker. We took them down because we wanted to put the magnets on different spots, but that one is like an actual sticker, and it stays there forever now. So I have to take that off because Jacob's just staring at me. I got distracted for a second.
God.
Sarah's like, don't talk about shots, things that aren't in the shot, Drew. I digress sometimes. But no, so I was thinking about other musicians, though. You go to these places and you get to meet other people and other
yeah.
restaurant owners or
Yeah.
whatever, fans. You should come play this, you can come play that. It is a
Yeah.
good way of like networking for a musician,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do you find yourself talking to people like after these shows and
Oh yeah.
trying to,
All the time.
you're probably not thinking business at 17 years old, but
No, I'm not thinking like business, but like I've had people come up to me and be like, "Oh, this is like a great, like your equipment's really good," or like I've had people come up and be like, "You should like here's like," I had one guy last time was like, "Here, I want to give you this guitar pick. My name is like blah blah blah," and I was like,
a guitar
okay.
pick.
Yeah, it was just like he's like, "I think it's gonna be great for you," and I was like, "Thank you."
Really?
Thank you. Yeah, it was cool.
That is an odd one. I've never heard that one
It was
before.
interesting. Yeah, and I was like, "Thank you." Yeah, it was.
Was
nice,
there
though.
something special about the pick?
Well, it had like three. It was like a triangle. He was like,
Okay.
"I think this is gonna be really great because there's like a triangle on it, and it's not like this one's like
Yeah.
round and stuff."
Is he like
so.
selling guitar picks or something?
No, I think he was just like I don't know. It was nice.
It was a
But-
conversation piece.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
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 Very interesting. All right, very cool. Well, it is your first time on the show, so what we have to do with first timers is you have to do rapid fire. 5 questions. First
Okay.
thing that comes to your mind. They're easy. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Okay.
But people have struggled, so we'll keep it simple. You ready?
Yes.
All right. First thing that comes to your mind. Rapid fire questions with Eloise Kirkpatrick. Favorite food?
Sushi.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Love sushi.
That may be the first sushi answer we've had on here. Okay, good. Favorite movie?
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh, Beautiful Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite city in the world other than one you've lived in?
Madrid.
Madrid.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. What do you like about Madrid? Sidebar.
Well, so my mom and dad own the Grand Trunk in Newburyport. If you know that store.
I've heard
Maybe
of that store. I don't
not.
know what it is though. What is it?
It's like wine and cheese, but
Oh,
they
okay.
import goods from like Europe. So we've gone.
Well, that's cool.
It is. It's very cool. I'm very lucky that we get to go over there sometimes.
You could play in there.
I know, I could.
Yeah. You haven't been invited yet?
No. I know, I mean in the store?
Yeah.
No, I have been. I just
okay.
I don't really
You
want to.
declined?
Yes, I did decline. I've declined many times.
That's very funny.
But yeah, so they've like take trips over there sometimes to like for business, and we look at like producers, but we always like make it a little vacation.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A business trip to Madrid.
Yes.
That's lovely. All right, very good. Favorite, we did favorite venue. What is your, you did favorite song. You gave me your influences, but who's your very favorite? Is it Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Okay. Favorite song?
Oh, God.
I don't know. I thought you tried to say something.
No. I'm like thinking.
Yep.
That's tough.
While you think about that, favorite class?
History right now.
Favorite teacher?
My history teacher.
Who's that? You can name drop. I like name dropping.
Chad Richard.
Chad Richard.
Yes.
Good job. I like name dropping
Very
teachers.
great.
It's good.
Yeah.
Favorite song?
Oh, God.
Can't be an original. I want to know, like, grow up stuff. Go ahead. You can take your time.
I mean, it changes all the time, but one that like I always listen to and come back to is "Walk Like You" by James.
Okay. Wow, James. I really got to go back into this.
Yes.
Is that favorite album? Does that overlap?
No. Favorite album is "Folklore" by Taylor Swift.
All right.
Love that album.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
It's funny because I asked you the album question, but albums aren't even there. Do albums still connect with the 17-year-old? Like, because you're in the Spotify world. It's like.
Yeah.
You'll still
like,
sit down and like listen to it.
Oh yeah. Like albums come out and I'll listen to the whole thing.
Is that a stereotype that like? I mean, usually it's like my parents' age that would say that about my age, but like I would definitely say it about your age. It does feel like people like don't buy. See, you probably never bought a CD before, right?
No. No, actually, no. I've never like actually bought. I haven't been given to me, but I've never like bought a CD.
See, that's a lame answer.
It changes.
That hurts me there.
Yeah.
but the cars don't even have CD players anymore, so it makes complete sense.
No, or if they do, they're like tucked in the glove compartment and like hidden because like people might use them.
I know, it's crazy because the CDs were the thing when I was in, but now like albums are coming back. We have albums. You'll have to make an album and then you can sign it for us. So then when you become a big star, we'll have that in the studio. It'll be great for us.
Yeah.
Perfect. But yeah, so that's good to hear because I think that's a misconception. Like my parents' age say, "Oh, you kids don't even listen to full albums," and I said, "Yeah, we do." But I'm not a kid. You actually at 17 and you're listening to albums too, so that's good. See that? We've destroyed the myth already. All right, you did good with rapid fire. Anything you want to ask me? Sometimes I reverse the.
Well, actually, I didn't know anything about you.
There you go. Welcome to our studio.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you like the room?
I do. I thought it was very cool.
It is cool. It sounds good, right?
It does sound good.
Yeah, it's perfect. And the guitar sounds really. What are you working for a guitar there? For the guitar junkies?
Oh, Martin.
Martin.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Looks good. Sounds good. Excellent. Want to play one more us out?
Yeah.
Where can people find you? Drop the website, Instagram, any of that stuff?
Yeah, EloiseKirkpatrick.com.
Yep.
And I have my socials on there, and then new music and some demos and live events upcoming.
What's the social? You can just say it.
Eloise S. Kirkpatrick.
Okay.
For Facebook. I think Facebook might be just Eloise Kirkpatrick, and then Instagram Eloise S. Kirkpatrick.
Find one of those, and you can probably.
Honestly, Eloise Kirkpatrick, and it should come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, you were great. Happy first time on the show. You're local, so we can have you on here again, and you're 17, so we can have you on here for the next 50 years. That's good. Outstanding job. This next one you're gonna play is.
Mask My Mind.
Okay. You get a story behind it, or you just want to go?
Yeah. So this song's a little dark. But I'll give you a warning.
You wrote it when you were 11? No.
No, that one is probably worse. But this one, I wrote. This was a while ago. It was last April of 2022, and it's. Well, I mean, you can tell what it's about. It's like about just like, I don't know, like being a teenager and like masking your mind, essentially.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll let you bring it home. We're very impressed. We'll go catch you out when you play around here. And, and I'm glad you know that the people at the Plum Island Grill are talking very highly about you. So that's how we found you. I'm glad we did. Eloise Kirkpatrick, thank you, everybody. Live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive. Thank you to the Sarahs, Sarah Hayden, Sarah Blackstone. We'll see you next time, everybody. Peace.
When I close my eyes, I'm living a life undoing I'm fine, I say. I'm scared to show